Hello survivors, I'm SurvivalVis, and welcome to a little bit of what some of you guys might recognize, others this might be a bit before your time. This is a very old game that I'm sure a lot of people remember or have tried every now and again. This is Insaniquarium. It's actually available on Steam. So I picked this up a few days ago and I've just been having fun, basically nostalgia trip for the most part, going back to play and experience what it was like. And I figured as a little, just random thing to toss up for Saturday while I'm trying to think of what new series to do, let's take a little trip down memory lane with this. So, when I've played Insaniquarium, I've always only ever played the demo version, which usually has me stop at about tank 3, because I think there's either 4 or 5 tanks. I'm not sure how many exactly. But I've worked our way up because the first tank is your basic aquarium, the second is sort of like the pink castle-like one, the third one is the more Japanese-styled or Oriental style that has a few things there, but I can't remember what adventure or the tank 4 is like, so I figured this would be a good point to hop in and just have a little bit of a fun episode to jog some of your guys' memories about what this game was like and just other stuff like that. So everything is looking good. So let's hop right into Adventure Tank 4-1. And, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, so this will actually be the last tank, so I don't know if I'll do all of the levels on episode. But another reason I'm doing this is I also got a brand new mouse because my other one was having a bit of a double click issue. So I figure what better way to break it in than to actually kill it with one of the heaviest clicking games there is. To make it a little easier on myself, I'm going to take Clyde, Stinky, maybe Meryl. Yeah, I'll take Meryl as well. The pets really are mostly optional for the most part. It depends on how you want. Like, if you're having trouble with the aliens that, well, if you're having trouble with certain things, certain pets will help you a lot. Like, there are aliens that will spawn and try to eat your fish. So that's where you might want to say something like Itchy and Wadsworth or other things like that. Just it's more like a free form sort of game. We'll click to continue. Oh, this is interesting. So, the fourth one is this kind of pirate-esque one. And the first fish you start with actually seems to be a mother guppy. And what that one does is, every so often, she'll give birth to... Oh, that's 200. Okay, well, they call them breeders. A bit on the nose, I suppose. But every so often, she'll probably generate just a baby guppy. Yeah, there we go. Just a little pop sound effect. Yeah, we just gotta basically now slowly go along like this. We don't actually have any fish that are producing coins, so we won't have that come up for a little while now. I'm curious how many of you guys remember this or have ever tried it or played it, because I know Insaniquarium was always one of those fun little ones that I liked unlocking the little pet helpers to see what would be next to try and experience. Although I gotta admit, this might be a bit tougher because we don't have just like the standard guppy. We have to basically get a breeder and then slowly grow these guys up so they start actually producing coins. And that might be problematic too, although it says just regular enemy. So these are the aliens that will kind of spawn in. And I'm sure you guys might actually be able to hear all of the clicks in the mic. Or maybe not, because it is a bit of a quieter mouse than my previous one. That's what I was aiming for mostly, was to get a quieter mouse than my previous. And we'll get another breeder. And yeah, that's basically, once the fish get to like this adolescent stage, they start producing coins. And that's your currency that slowly will help you level your way up. Oh, I didn't even realize the breeders could actually get bigger too. I wonder if that means that she might make more or them faster. We'll have to see, because again, I haven't really ever gotten this late into the game. I've always played the demo, and it usually takes... it can take a little while to get up to tank 4 or tank 3 with the demo. And each of the adventure tanks, well, aside from the first one, have like a little bit of a special gimmick that you sort of go through to get. Like, there'll be special fish particular to each little tank that you'll Okay, yeah, so then... Well, actually, carnivores were part of the first tank, so I guess it's building onto that a little more. And then we want to keep... Then also, depending on where you shoot the alien, like, you can send them up or down, depending on each of your clicks, so... That's something just to watch out for as well. And yeah, it's going to take a lot to feed all these guys, because... Even just the two breeders we got are still producing a pretty steady amount of fish, so... It's a lot of clicking, and I just took these guys because they collect the coins kind of passively for me, so I don't have to super kill the mouse with. And then that was Meryl's ability, and you can see, you get a lot of stuff you'll have to be clicking on pretty fast in this game as it goes along. Especially when she does her ability, which is basically, they produce a little burst of coin. Not even sure I want to go with another breeder, if I'm honest. I've got so much I'm trying to keep track of right now, just with these guys. And then we should probably be ready for another explosion of fish in just a little bit, or coin. Yeah, there it is, and like, look at how much that just suddenly comes on the screen to try to... Okay, so we've got everything to max there. Yeah, these enemies are very easy to deal with right now. They'll probably get much tougher as it goes along. Try to keep them away from the fish. Although I did get one there. Okay, so we got quite a bit going on. We'll get one more breeder. Yeah, like, I'm even just going to start maybe passively letting those guys do what they're supposed to. Because, oh my... Look at how much there is to collect. Now, unfortunately, these guys aren't the best at getting coin either. Oh, okay, so this first level actually won't really introduce anything that much of a special fish. Because all the carnivores do is they basically just eat your guppies, so you want to have a number of breeders, just, I guess, producing more. Okay, get all that in. We'll get another one of those, and maybe another one of those, and just keep feeding everything in there. And maybe we'll even get one more just to speed this up. Oh my god, look at everything coming down. Okay, and there is our first eggshell. So the goal of every level is to collect or get enough money to buy egg pieces. And once you get 3, you're done the level. Okay, he spawned in a kind of bad area, though he didn't actually get... Doesn't help when the fish actually go right into it, though. There are pets that will help with keeping your fish from being so suicidal. Those kind of come later in time. So we just need one more. Oh yeah, and that's everything. So before I kill the mouse, we'll quickly go to one more level. Ooh, this is actually... That's actually very helpful. Nimbus the Manta Ray. I actually really like this guy as like a pet too, so we'll get him. And maybe these two. So maybe this way they can be a little more active as they passively collect stuff for us. So he just kind of seems to hang around the bottom around here and just goes back and forth. I thought he might have actually had something to do with like being a fighting pet or something that would attack the aliens or that. Oh, does he actually? He does. He actively will go and... I like that a lot. I like that he'll actually actively, and he's also fast too. So if anything looks like it's just going to fall right to the tank, it'll go back and forth and boost it right back up for us. That's very helpful. So, like, one of the things you guys might notice last episode, or last level, is every time I put food down, it costs a little bit of coin. And if nothing eats it, it's just it's a small waste of coin. I mean, it's only 5 per pellet of food, but you'll still kind of it's a little bit that adds up over time. But with Nimbus here, it seems like I might never actually be wasting food, because I might just be able to keep sending it up over and over again. Alien signature type 2 detected. I do not remember what that involves. Oh, okay, I've never actually fought you. Oh, I see. It's like double-headed, so... Geez, a lot of health on it. Okay, so that's kind of how that one operates, so I'll have to remember that. It seemed... I don't know if that bone that went flying out will, like, hit fish and kill them or not. I'll have to play a little more and see. That's my first time I've actually run into that type of enemy. Yeah, and these guys actually work pretty well together, because as you can see, the jellyfish isn't the fastest, but thanks to Nimbus, that'll let it go right back up again, and it really is mostly freeform. What happened to you? Why are you all of a sudden red? That's a bit bizarre. Another thing, though, is also, you can kind of see that I'm not getting, like, the huge bursts of coin like I was. Okay, the food I like upgrading very early on, just because it helps. The food I like upgrading early on because it makes the fish grow up a little faster, so that means they're going to be producing coins more quickly. And then now, I'll probably get the food up to max, just so that way it's easier to make sure everybody stays fed. You can see, it sometimes just becomes a lot of... Yeah, so I do have to admit, I like Nimbus throwing things up again for us. Because, I mean, you can go through a lot of food just trying to keep your fish fed. And we're starting to get a little bit more of a steady stream of coins coming in. So we got another Type 2 coming in. They don't actually seem to be too hard, these Type 2s. There are a number of different aliens that you have to kind of deal with. I know there's one where you actually have to feed it until it actually kind of explodes. And then there's another type... Actually, there are a couple of types that have projectiles you have to deal with. Oh, better get a nice amount going in there. And get all the food going down again. Now, unfortunately, the jellyfish and the snail kind of overlap a few times, so they don't do the most effective sometimes. I'm just hoping maybe once we get enough quantity of things coming in, they'll start just going all over the place. Well, you can hear that every so often there's coins in that being collected. Actually, I wonder It seems like there's more of a steady supply this level than last time, so I'm wondering if maybe, you know, let's get a couple of carnivores. And there's our new unique fish, the Ultravore. I think I've seen screenshots of him. He's a very big guy. I think he actually eats the carnivores. Let's be right on top of you. Yeah, he got some fish. Ah, got a number of them there. Nope, 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 bad. Okay, get a lot of carnivores in here, because those guys are probably going to be our biggest source of income for quite a while. The Ultravores are 10,000 each. They are going to take a bit. And this is where the insane part of Insaniquarium comes in. Like, look at everything. And this isn't even, like, heavily into the level either. I think all I'm going to really worry about is getting the diamonds when they appear. I'm going to upgrade our laser, too. Just so that way it's a little easier dealing with the aliens that come on in. Like, the weapon upgrade is more of an optional one if you want it or not. It does take a bit of money to get it upgraded. But depending on how you're, like, finding the aliens, it could be worth it. Like, I don't think I'll do any more upgrades, because that's at a pretty good level now. Oh, gotta get all the food in. Like, good lord, I'm trying, but I'm sure there's all kinds that I'm... Let's get our first Ultravore. Oh, look how big he is. Yeah, so he'll eat the carnivores, but I'm not sure what he gives as, like, the reward. Oh, a treasure chest. Okay, that explains that. And we'll get a second one. And welcome to how nuts it will get for you. And then you also have to remember to feed the fish, too. Try to get those treasure chests, because they're going to be the most rewarding. And then there's these guys to deal with. Holy crap. It does sort of become a point where you just focus on, like, getting the highest rewarding things. Like, the treasure chests are probably the only thing I'm going to actively go for when I see them now, because there's just so much to try to keep track of. I'm sure people have used auto-clickers in order just to try to keep up with how nuts it gets. Okay, so there's our first egg piece. I just need 2 more now, but I'm... And gotta remember, get a lot of food down in there. Oh my god. Yeah, unfortunately these guys aren't collecting as much as I was hoping they would have. And you can even hear them growing, like... It's such a very accurately titled game. Oh. Like, you almost... Okay, let's wrap this one up. So that is just a couple levels of the final tank, but that's how nuts it gets. And the electric eel can electrocute your entire tank, killing your fish and turning them into diamonds. I don't think I want that, though. Like, it can be useful, but on the same token, that's all your fish gone, so you have to rebuy the entire tank. But we'll leave those 2 levels there, because, like, holy crap. If you guys want to see the other ones, I can do them in future episodes, but I just wanted to throw this up as a little change of pace from what we've usually been up to. So, thank you guys for joining me on this little episode of Insaniquarium. If you do like it, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, tricks, anything whatsoever, be sure to leave them in the comments right down below. I try to respond to anything that comes up on the channel as soon as I can. But, until I see you all next episode, please remember, as always, survivors, to take care and stay alive.